Good morning, everybody, from sunny, cool Wisconsin. It is May 31st, 2020. It's about 48 degrees outside. Uh, I just was walking out in my yard and I noticed these are my experimental hives. These are the 4/4, uh, the 1.5 pound package experiment hives. And although my other hives were fairly quiet, I noticed that there was activity coming and going from the bees at these experimental hives. And at the rate that these colonies are expanding, these bees are really go-getters. And I'm starting to um, verify the conclusions, some of the conclusions that they came up with the multitasking of these smaller colonies to start off with these packages versus a larger colony starting out. These bees are always active. Like I said, 48 degrees out this morning. Pretty much my only colonies that are really active this morning are my packages. And I mean, they're not ultra active right now, but there are bees out flying around, foraging, doing whatever. So that's pretty cool. Just a quick little update on that after a month and a week, month and a quarter. But that's not really why I brought you out here. So why I brought you out here this morning is this right here. This is my cell builder colony. Compared to the working package colonies over there, you can see it's relatively quiet, as is my Queen colony over here. Very, very quiet this morning, even though the sun is shining on it. But they'll get going here shortly. But why I'm here today is grafting day for me. It's an intimidating day, at least for me. A couple years ago, I attempted to graft and built a cell builder and everything, and it was a big fat failure. It was a lot of effort to get things going, and it was a complete failure. I didn't get anything done. Number one, my cell builder didn't have near enough bees in it. And number two, I wasn't really very good at my grafting. I mean, it took me an hour and a half to graft my 20 cells in there, 30 cells. I can't remember how many I did a couple years ago. But anyways, after that day, it was such an undertaking. I had to strip so many bees from very few colonies that I had that I never attempted it again that year. And last year I worked for a commercial guy. I had zero time to do that for my own colonies. So this year, as you've been following along, I'm back at it. My last video, I built the cell builder. And today I have several steps that I have to take before I graft. Number one, I have to go through my cell builder, and I have to go through my frames and make sure there are no queen cells in them. And if there are, I'll just destroy them and put it back. No big deal. The middle frame was full of larvae and eggs, and I will actually physically pull that cell, shake the bees off, and I'll put that in another colony and let it go. That's where my graft frame will go. So hopefully that got the bees into a queen rearing, royal jelly producing spirits, so that when I throw my grafts in there, they will jump on them and create these queen cells for me, really nice queen cells. So what I'm hoping for, I'm still a little intimidated. Again, I am grafting for the second time. The first time, like I said, did not take very well, so I am a little hesitant, because I don't have the skill or the dexterity or the eyesight. So I've got good glasses, I've got good lights. I just need technique. and I've got different grafting tools that I have available to me to try different things to make this this productive for me. But like I said, the first step is taking care of my cell builder and getting that prepped. When it warms up a little bit, I will stick in my, reach into my queen colony here. That's going to be my breeder queen colony, and I'm going to select a frame for grafting. The bees are more waking up now. It's raised up a couple of degrees since I've been out here. So after I get my cell builder all situated out, get the queen cells out, get that middle frame removed, stuck in another colony, I will find a grafting frame from this colony here. Hopefully there's some good 3-day-old larvae, you know, just emerged larvae that'll be perfect, you know, full of royal jelly that I'll be able to scoop out and place in these queen cells. I'll be able to do it in a quick and efficient manner and get them in. That's what we're hoping for. Now watch the video, and I'll take you through this process, selecting the grafting frames, and then a little later I will do the actual grafting when it warms up a bit, and you can watch me you know, attempt to do this. Now, you know, this isn't, I've talked about queen rearing in my videos for the past couple years. It's if you're interested in you know, raising your own bees instead of you know, just 1 or 2 boxes, this isn't for you. But if you're interested in 10, 15, 20, 30 or more colonies, raising your own local stock of queens is something I've harped on, and I believe in, absolutely believe in, that they can survive your region. You know, if I get some I'm going to trade with other guys in the region, and you know, get their queens into my apiary. That way I can get some different genetics in. All that will roll into this. But the first steps first is getting my queen cells and getting it going. So follow along, and let's get this process started here pretty soon. Extremely helpful if I turn on the volume. Okay, this is a frame of cat brood. We're just going to take a look and see if there's any queen cells on it. Lots of pollen and cat brood. No queen cells on this one. No queen cells on this one. This is one I would expect to see queen cells on. This isn't good. It's not a good sign whatsoever, actually. Oh, they have created some queen cells here. Whoops. Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. So There's a couple of queen cells there. I was a little concerned because if they have a virgin laying around, they won't create a queen cell. They won't create a queen. So a virgin queen, they won't create a queen cell. So that's a good sign. Good pollen frame right here. Pollen and nectar. Good, good. This was a capped brood frame here. It's emerged quite a bit of it, so that's good. Okay. So this is the frame actually. That has a bunch of queen cells on it. Actually, there's more right here, right there, right there. So what there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 queen cells on this frame. So this is the one we're going to take out. And then I'm going to put this one back in. Just going to give it a little shake here just to double check and make sure there's queen cells there. Nothing in them though, of course, because there's no queen in here to make them. Those are just queen cups. No queen cells on this side. No queen cells on this side. So that's good. Okay. So now we have a gap in the middle. That's where I'll put my grafting frame later on. Actually, we're going to put the pollen patty back on here. Okay, now I'm ready to graft. We'll do that around noon today, so stay tuned. Let's see about getting a grafting frame out of here. Lots of larvae on this side, lots of larvae, but this larva, let's see if I can show it to you, is a little old. That's a little too old a larvae for this, for what we're doing. So, we'll search for a different frame. But that frame looked promising, actually. Okay, this is beautiful. This is exactly the type of frame that we're looking for here. Let's see if you can see the larvae, the aged larvae that we're looking for. You can kind of see these are just emerged larvae. Perfect size for grafting. So that is exactly what we're looking for, and I got a whole frame full of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to be a little careful here. I'm going to make sure the queen is not on here. anywhere. I can smoke them off. See about smoking them off, get them to fly. The queen was not on here, by the way. But we do not want to shake these. So what we're going to do is gently brush these off this frame. This is an absolutely perfect frame for grafting. Okay. All right, I'm going to set this over here. So I have my 3.25 power glasses to aid me here. I have a Chinese grafting tool here, which I have sanded down the tip a little bit to make it a little bit more flexible. I have a 000 paintbrush, actually, and I have a JZBZ grafting tool, and I also have trusty paper clip, just in case some techniques don't work. And then I also have a spare light here so I can see a little bit better inside the cells. I have a damp cloth here over the top of my 24 grafting cells. And without further ado, I got to get started here, otherwise these will start to dry out. Okay, that's better. Beautiful. This is what we're trying to get right there. We're cooking now, baby. We're cooking now. That didn't work. Okay. This row is done, actually. So I got a damp cloth over the top of it. It's getting much better now. No, I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it. That one's a little big. That's the one I missed. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, I'm going to get this frame back into the original colony. And then get these grafts in. But just wanted you to see. This is about the right age larvae that you want to see. And there was a lot of it. So, beautiful frame for grafting. And let me get this back out into the hive so we don't lose these bees. Well, I forgot to press record, so I'll just do really quick. I'll show you what I did. I inserted all 24 frames here. Hopefully you can see that. The bees should jump on this right away. We'll see if they do. And again, it's a little bit of a process if you got the time. I highly recommend trying to grow your own queens. It can only be a benefit to you down the road. So, till next time, take care, happy beekeeping, and remember, all beekeeping is local.